Hi people, I'm Barry. I want to talk to you about the discrimination that are faced by men all over the world. I was reading in the paper today that women feel that they're being objectified when they wear skimpy clothes. You know, the ones with the skirts that sort of end about there, you know. I'm sorry, but if you've got your ass on display, it's there to be looked at. If you don't want it looked at, cover it up. That's enough about the women who are discriminating against men like me. What sort of men, I hear you ask? Well, I'm talking about the men with beards, you know, wear the chains, have the earrings, you know. Yeah, that's right people, Barry enjoys a bit of the old piercing every now and then. Yeah, that's right, and women discriminate against me because of the way I look. Alright, here's an example. You know, I'm walking down the street, you know, in the city. You know what, to be honest with you people, alright, I'm going to this little collectible store. Barry's just going to go and buy himself a couple of miniatures, maybe a new set of trading cards. That's all Barry's trying to do. Alright, and coming down the other way, alright, is this mother and a daughter. Alright, now they see Barry, you know, he might have been coming straight from work. You know, he's got his steel cap boots, his jeans, you know, his t-shirt might have some shit on it. Well, I'm sorry people, I'm not going to go home and shower and drive back into the city to get my stuff. No, I'm going to stop on my way home from work. Alright, so there's Barry, dressed after work. Alright, he's just gone in, buy his collectibles, have a bit of a relax, chat to his mates. And this mother's coming down the street and she sees him. She thinks, oh my god, he has a beard. He's going to rob me. You know, so she takes her little girl by the hand, right, and they step into the street. The street, where the cars are coming, just to avoid Barry. Alright? You know, and Barry walks past and the mother gives him a shake of the head and a bit of a bad look. And it's not really fair. You know, I'm just a hard-working bloke trying to buy a few little things to make his life a bit better. You know, bit of sunshine, otherwise cloudy day. Anyway, so Barry's discriminated against. Alright, here's another example. You know, Barry goes to meet his girlfriend's parents. You know, she's told him all about Barry. You know, he's a hard-working bloke, he's got 2 jobs, he works really hard. You know, they think, oh, this is a good bloke. Yeah, Barry's great for our daughter. And then I rock up. You know, they ignore the fact that Barry's got a desk job. They ignore the fact that he, you know, works a bit extra on the weekends, doing a bit of labouring. No, all they see is the beard, the earrings, and they're not happy. So they make Barry's life hell. You know, they get in the way. They tell Barry, you know, you'd be better off without the piercings. Well, that's not fair. You know, everyone's entitled to free expression. I'm not offending anybody. I mean, how is that offensive? Who is offended by that? It's a little bit of metal in my ear. You know, I don't complain about people who have metal in their arm. Bloody entire length of their arms are plate of metal. I mean, just because it's holding the bones together, it's the same principle. Alright? But no, they pick on Barry. And it's not fair. And I've had enough. So the next time some mother takes their kid into the street to avoid Barry, you know, maybe Barry will just help himself. You know, just take the purse and run. I mean, if I'm going to be treated like a criminal, I may as well act like one. And let's face it, not all criminals have beards or piercings. Alright, man, let's look at some of the greatest criminals in the world. Al Capone. Not a single piercing on him. No chains. Not even a little gangster tat. No way. What about the Godfather? And that guy had like 20 people whacked in the first movie. Not a piercing on him. Alright. Okay, the original had a little dirty moustache, but that's okay. No beard. You know? Well, let's try and think of some other great criminals here. Ned Kelly. Now he had a fearsome beard. He had a big bushman's beard. No piercings. You know, what we seem to be coming to, people, is that men with piercings aren't necessarily criminals. Men with beards aren't necessarily criminals. They might be criminal, they might not be. I mean, let's look at this objectively. I would love to see if anyone in the world could publish a report that shows a correlation between piercings and crime. I don't think it's going to happen, people. You know why? Because you can't rob somebody to pierce you. You have to pay that bloke because he's got a very sharp needle near your neck. You alright? You pay that man. Alright? And now, if I'm going to pay that man, where do I get the money to pay that man? I'm going to rob somebody? Well, no. That's just stupid. Because then the guy with the needle knows I'm a thief. I might run off. Maybe he's a bit more inclined to not be so careful. No. You want your piercer to like you. So you don't be a criminal. Alright? Now, I can see Larry's looking a bit confused by my logic here. And this is where the logic comes from. You don't piss off your piercer. Which means you don't rob people. Because they don't like it. Alright? That's the basic gist of it. You don't piss off people because they might stab you. And Barry's not a criminal. He can't defend himself from a man with a knife. Let's face it, he's probably just going to give you his wallet and run. Alright, if he's drunk, he might give you his phone and run as well. But you know, at the end of the day, Barry's not a thug, he's not a criminal. You know, let's look at some of the great people, you know, famous people, you know, who've got beards. Johnny Depp. Now he has a little beard. Anyone calling him a criminal? No, because he looks like a girl. Alright? There's little poofy glasses and shit that he wears. Alright? So you're saying I can only have a beard if I look like a girl? Alright? That's just not fair. I mean, let's look at some other great people in history who've had beards. We got Abe Lincoln. Abe Lincoln, no one thought he was a criminal. Alright? They might not have agreed with him, but at least they didn't think he was going to mug them on the way home. And now this is specifically for you ladies who complain that you wear these skimpy little pants and these tiny little tops, and you complain that I look at you, that I objectify you. You take one look at Barry, you see the beard, and you run off. I mean, all Barry's trying to do is buy you a drink, get to know you a bit better. You know what, if you're lucky, he might even have a crack and try and take you home. You know? He's not going to thump you, he's not going to thump you, he's not going to rob you, he's just Barry. Barry's a good bloke. Barry has a beard. So please don't discriminate against men with beards, people. Because they are good, hard-working people of society. You know, council workers have beards. Truck drivers have beards. Policemen have beards. These are great people. Wonderful, fantastic people who help society. And they have beards. Please, do not discriminate against the bearded man. Because what's next? You know, we're going to start discriminating against guys who wear muscle shirts. Well, that's not really fair. No, it's just a shirt. You know, and then we start discriminating against people who wear sandals. You know, just because they're freaks doesn't mean they need to be discriminated against. You know? I mean, okay, we all know the guy with the sock and sandals and missing a few squares, missing a few tiles in the old kitchen. We don't discriminate against him. Alright? So I'm Barry, and that's it for tonight. Thank you.